You're listening to Becoming Badass. This podcast is going to help you learn how to stop playing small and find yourself so that you can find real happiness being your true self, the truest, freest, most badass version of yourself. I'm Phoenix with my master's in counseling and certified practitioner and coach, helping others to stop people pleasing and overgiving to find who they truly are. It's time to stop shrinking yourself down and become the main character of your own life. You may be making this mistake, and it's a big one. I used to have a big problem with this, is waiting to be chosen, waiting to be picked. How does that feel, just even saying it? Do you have memories in your head of being at school and waiting to be chosen for soccer, basketball, volleyball, whatever sport you did? Like, pick me, pick me. We want to be chosen. We want to be picked. Think about your relationship. Did you want someone who you were attracted to pick you? Think about that. Are you unconsciously waiting to be chosen? And if you are, how does this make you feel? Worth-wise, importance-wise. And if you are, how does this really make you feel? Do you feel unimportant, undeserving, unlovable, not enough doing this? I know I did. I was waiting for other people to say, you're important, you matter. Hey, I want you. Hey, I'm picking you. And what this did is I was giving my power away because I let other people determine if I mattered, if I was worthy, if I was lovable, if they picked me. Thinking and living like this makes you live from a reactive place. You're waiting. Your whole life is on hold until someone picks you, until someone chooses you, whether that be a man, a woman, a job, a friend, a group, like your peers, to feel included and belong. Well, I say F all that. It's time to pick yourself. Choose yourself. Stop letting that vulnerable part of you feel unimportant, not enough, and undeserving because you're waiting to be picked and chosen. But when you can choose yourself, you're not waiting on anyone to say you're valuable and you're important. You just are. As I said before, you were born enough, important, valuable, lovable. There is nothing you could do to earn that. It is innate. You were born with it. So when you can believe that on a deep level, it changes the way you show up. You stop waiting to be chosen and you pick yourself. And that vulnerable part of you finally gets to feel valuable and worth it and needed and loved and enough just as they are. It's really so beautiful. But that's not going to happen if we're living our lives waiting on other people for our lives to start. Is this a story you're telling yourself, something like this? Well, my life's not going to start until I get a dream job. My life's not going to start until I find love. My life's not going to start until I get that new house. You see what we're doing? We're living in a reactive place. We're putting our lives on hold until we get that thing. And we think that'll make us happy. But it doesn't work like that. We have to be happy right now. Because even if we get the thing, we could sabotage it, or we're going to get it, and it's not going to be what we thought it was. We're going to get the new house and still feel empty inside because we haven't done the inner work to be appreciative of everything we have in our lives, big and small. We're going to get the partner and then realize, hey, this person isn't perfect. They don't pick me or choose me all the time. We're going to get the amazing job and realize it didn't fill that hole inside of us like we think it should. But if we take the reins and are like, okay, no, I'm picking me. My life begins right now in this very moment. How do I want to live it? Instead of waiting, I'm waiting on the sidelines for people to pick me. Choose me, choose me, choose me. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and your life doesn't begin until you hit the play button. You have to hit the play button of your life and say, I'm not going to wait to be chosen. I'm going to choose myself and start living my life the way I want. Instead of having the perfect job, the amazing partner, the beautiful house, the awesome car, whatever it is you're valuing so much that you think it's going to make you happy, it's not going to make you happy. These things are superficial happiness. They'll make you happy. Like you get your Amazon box, you open up, hey, you're happy. An hour later, do you feel just as happy? No. You got that high from opening up that, and it felt awesome. Hey, I finally got my thing. And then you're looking for the next quick dopamine hit for something else. Now, there are things that do dramatically improve our well-being in our lives, like having a nicer house, having love in your life, and a romantic relationship. So I'm not saying those don't add tremendous value to your life. They do. But we can't put all our happiness onto that and say, well, I'm not going to be happy until I get this, this, and this, and this. And we're waiting on the sidelines in our life for it to begin. It's now. And if you're living like that, you're wasting your life. You're flushing it down the toilet. And no one can help you value your life. No one can help you get off that bench and start participating in your life. When we let others define our value, our worth, our goodness, our lovability, our enoughness, our deservedness, we are going to get into trouble. This is going to cause us a lot of heartache and pain and suffering that's completely unnecessary. But when we can learn to give it to ourselves, your whole world changes. It's like the foundation of your very existence changes. I know it did for me. When I learned to value and love myself so much, it allowed me to walk away from anyone, never tolerate any bullshit, know what's right for me, and have the courage to do what's right for me. Speak up for myself and stand out, no matter how scary it is. Don't be like me, how I was 10 years ago, waiting to be chosen by someone who loved me, by wanting a relationship so bad that I tolerated bullshit I shouldn't have tolerated because I wanted to be chosen. Now it just disgusts me. I know now that I don't need a partner. I don't need a relationship. I don't need outside circumstances to make me happy because I am happiness inside of myself. I have inner happiness. And when you can do the work and love yourself fiercely and create the inner happiness by taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, on every level, then you're creating inner happiness. And no one can give that to you. No pill, no Amazon, no wardrobe, no house, no man, no woman, no friend, no authority figure can give you what you seek. You are the answers to what you seek. And I love this quote. Here it is. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasures you seek. In that closet that you're stuffing all those things that you don't want to look at, you don't want to feel, you don't want to deal with, you want to ignore, you want to avoid, you want to numb out from, that's where your answers lie. The treasures are in there. Your power is in there. Your identity is in there. And all those little pieces that you have divorced from yourself, we have split off part of ourselves that we deem unworthy, unlovable, disgusting, wrong, bad, and shoved them somewhere in a closet. But when we do that, we are also relinquishing our power. And we're shoving this in a box, never wanting to look at it, ever, because it's bad, wrong, defective, not good enough. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. You don't need to wait to be chosen. You can be everything for yourself. And it starts by putting yourself as a priority, and that means prioritizing yourself and your happiness. And you start stepping into becoming the badass that you know you are. Check out the links I have below and also grab my checklist on how to start prioritizing and putting yourself first because you're amazing, so much more amazing than you probably think you are. It's about time that you start prioritizing your own happiness and yourself. I'm going to be opening a new amazing transformative program. If you're interested in that, then check out the link below where there's going to be a wait list and there will only be a handful of slots. So this is going to be a very intimate group and it's going to be just life-changing. You can become the badass you've always wanted to be. Punch fear in the face and live your life on your own terms. Till next time.